علما. So the next thing, we'll try to see the options where we'll be uploading the WAN Edge list. Now, while we're uploading, we need to make sure that we upload that file, the viptela.serial file. We need to upload this inside the vManager. So the steps are simple, like we need to go to the configuration, and from there, we need to select the WAN Edge list from the devices. And from there, we need to go to the WAN Edge list, and we need to click on the option called Upload WAN Edge List. Now, basically, what this WAN Edge List, or what this file is more identifies the identity of each WAN Edge device, and this is uniquely identified. So whatever the vEdge or the WAN Edge devices you're going to add, those devices have their own identity based on the chassis ID. There will be a chassis ID, and then there will be some kind of serial number, or the certificate serial number, or the token number will be there. So from this window, we'll be adding the WAN Edge devices, and we will be deleting the WAN Edge devices from this window. So again, here you can also see there will be two options here where we'll see some WAN Edge routers, as well as we also have an option called controllers. So there will be two options. So the WAN Edge routers are typically the WAN devices what we are going to add, and there will be another option called controller, where the controllers are nothing but the vManager or the vSmart controller, or it can be a vBond orchestrator. So those devices comes under the controller part. So as I said, this WAN Edge router will be using some kind of serial file, and this file will be containing the chassis ID and the serial numbers for all the valid vEdge routers inside the overlay network, whatever the devices you're going to add. If you remember, we already discussed, we'll be adding some few devices here, which will be vEdge clouds, and we have downloaded some serial file relating to that. So you can also add some other devices as well, like CSR devices. We'll be seeing that a little bit later. So you'll be receiving this file from the viptela, and then what we'll be doing is we'll be sending it to the controller. Now this file, whatever the file you're going to upload inside the vManage, it will be sent to the other controllers as well. And this file is required for you to make sure that your viptela overlay network, whatever the overlay network, the vEdge devices, they will be authenticating each other, which makes your complete overlay network as a functional network. Okay. So the prerequisite, as we know, we already downloaded this file in our previous steps. So probably here we'll be adding those things here. So let's go ahead here to add. Now, in terms of steps, like this is the main dashboard. So we need to go to the configuration. So inside the configuration, we need to select the option called devices. So inside the option, there will be a WAN Edge list option. So we need to click on this, upload the WAN Edge list, and then we need to select the file from your location. So if you remember, we downloaded to the desktop. Anyway, it was there in my laptop. So probably you need to select that file. And once you choose that file, now we need to also tick this option called validate the uploaded vEdge list and to the controllers. So this command, when you tick this option, this is going to ensure that the uploaded, whatever the list which is being uploaded, the WAN Edge list, it will be sent to the controllers. It will be sent automatically to the controllers. You don't need to do it manually. Or else if you don't select this option, you have to individually validate each router inside the configuration, and then you have to go to certificates, and from the certificates you have to manually add those lists. So basically we don't want to do that. So that's the reason I'm going to select this one, where it is going to automatically validate the WAN Edge list. So click on upload. So it's going to ask me the confirmation. Are you sure you want to do it? Yes, I want to do it. So once you click on upload, in the number of vEdges, you can see I have successfully uploaded 30 vEdges. That was the file. and it will take some time. It's starting the V8 serial file transfer on. You can see the option here, and this is something, and you can just click on refresh. You will see the success. So if you go back to verify these options, I can go back to my configuration and devices. And if I go to the WAN Edge list, so here you can see there is a list of the WAN Edge devices here. Now here you can see there are some multiple options you can see, because whatever the file I have downloaded, it contains 30 devices. Now the reason, because even though while I was showing you, I have just mentioned only 10, and that too will be V8 clouds. But based on my previous files, even in the previous, what I did is when I was initially documenting the labs, I have downloaded a few of them. So that includes the CSR 1000V as well. So there are some CSR 1000Vs as well, apart from the V8 clouds. Now these are the WAN Edge list. Now here you can see there will be a unique ident chassis number, and then there will be a serial number, or we can say token. Now this token is something like a one-time password where we need to activate the V edges based on this chassis number and the token. We'll be seeing that, because once you start adding the WAN Edge devices, we need to make sure that we use this chassis number and the token, which will be sent to the WAN Edge devices. And based on that, it will be activated. Now, if you try to see, there are a couple of other options. I'll quickly give an overview on that as well. So whenever you want to upload the WAN Edge list, now one of the option is you can download the serial.viptela file, and you can go to WAN Edge list, and you can simply upload this. The first method what I have discussed here. Now there are some other options of uploading the WAN Edge list, where you can use something like Cisco Smart Account. So there is an option here, Cisco Smart Account I can use. So the Cisco Smart Account is a method where I can upload the WAN Edge routers, and also the authorized serial numbers, whatever the authorized serial numbers we are using, those numbers can be uploaded directly from the Cisco Smart Account. Okay, so you can, but again, the requirement, you need to have an internet connection. So you need to make sure that your vManage is whatever the network it is connecting to internet, where you can download that to all the controllers inside the network. So we can simply click on this sync smart account, and I can provide the credentials like the organization name, the username, and the password, where I can go and sync these things with my existing smart account. That is one more option you can have. So again, you have to select this option to automatically validate the routers. So we need to enter the username and the password for your smart account. So once you do that, then probably it is going to display the list of routers in the network displayed in the router table with all the details about each other once you do this. So that is one option. Another option you can do. The other option is you have something like export the bootstrap configuration. Now again, this option is a little bit different for the V edges. This is mainly for the V8 cloud router. You need to generate kind of bootstrap configuration file that will be using to create the VM instances, the V8 cloud VM instances, and then we are going to provision those routers inside the VM, that is either in ESXi or in AWS with some kind of bootstrap configuration. So most of the time we prefer to use either this option, the uploading the WAN Edge list, which we'll be using, and if you have a connection to the Cisco Smart Account, then probably you can also use that option. So these are the other options which can be used for uploading the WAN Edge list